Bentar ya guys, gue lihat cek YouTube gue dulu apa sudah live stream. YouTube guys, YouTube. Udah live anjing.
Come on, traveler, let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
Udah mulai. Ada. Tuh ke sini kita. Selain quest dulu nih kan, selesaiin quest. Ini OBS ku udah kan? Tes. Harusnya udah. Mana ini? Udah lama gak live stream gua. Aduh, bangsat.
Think you can get away? Wouldn't gliding be faster? Don't blink! Speed of light! Go. Here we go. Incoming.
Coming to be.
Time for takeoff. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Let's play. Yeah.
Terus kemana ini?
Speed of light. Hey. Hup. Yeah. Hup. Yeah. Yeah. Hit. Ah. Yeah.
Rot.
Think you can get away? Life goes on. Here we go. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Let's play.
Kocak anjing. Wih, berubah sekarang. Bagus sih. jadi bagus sekarang. Nah ini ya, buat guru. Mana guru?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Come take a look. There will definitely
Ini nih.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for
Nggak bisa cuy. Fuck. Bilang mata. Ini oke, sini deh.
One, two, breathe. 3, 4, and
Aduh, mana ini? Ganti dulu lah.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Mati di luku. Di luku
I
meninggal.
have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, they are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
these things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is.
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plush.
No.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes.
Really? Ooh! Then we'll never be short of Mora and.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on... The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. I have other business to attend to now. Remember, this is a race against the clock.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, as it happens, we have some...
No.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there? Oh, right, yeah.
Wih,
Did you hear that?
Di
They
luku
said they had
hidup,
some
guys.
useful information.
Nah, sini.
Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Bonyok.
Well, don't worry. We're not bad guys. You give us some more.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts?
I've already told you. I don't need your info. If you still can't grasp that...
Come on, ma'am. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, then Shinyu kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same store. How could you afford to be so...
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor, but here we are.
Boss, I'm telling you.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she...
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful.
This is Liyue Harbor.
Laws. No,
Really? So
that would be my...
she's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the rest. Then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usual...
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Booba Pharmacy's not far away. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
Fuck. Di capek aja. Coba. Apa itu? Ternyata bumbun cinta.
Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how...
Kiki.
Are you here to buy some herbs?
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here.
Thank you.
She's
My hunger has now abated. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance.
So, how come you chose... If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the...
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle, sampling each dish in order to appreciate its...
Return to the mountains.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take and now we're probably super behind because we've been helping...
I see.
Yep! You get to ask Nick, were you interested in the contest too?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had... However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Wow! You really don't... But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier.
Then let's not delay. I have a...
Great! Paimon bet...
I am not sure whether, or to what extent, this... We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then?
Veto!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict...
Look, we want to win this Sunset Vermilion Night.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Baishu,
Ooh.
what are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so...
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much...
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on... Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very...
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though...
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the cloud. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But...
Okay, then. Let's... Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all.
Wah.
Burst forth!
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness.
Oh? Why do I detect it?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out.
I see.
Oh, how wonderful.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Aina Brian.
Traveler, Paimon, Shu. I need to entertain.
Understood, Master Xingqiu.
I wasn't counting on finding you.
Xingqiu, have you
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang.
as well?
The truth is, we are holding it on behalf of... At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But...
Don't panic.
Who?
Oh, Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I...
Yes, precisely. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode after Sea Gazer passed. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently.
That's great! Wouldn't it be a little...
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was
Open-minded. I have not heard of...
just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then.
Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti...
Okay, we would...
Suami gila.
Come into being! Moment of birth!
Waduh ya.
It should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
Bruh.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now...
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there? The Sealy got to here and then disappeared. Should we go over and take a look?
Waduh. Gas.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall? Oh, so many
I believe this... With any luck, the sunset vermilionite will...
Really? Let Paimon... Look, and now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the cloud?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining...
All right, then let's...
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding.
Ah, pakai ini udah. Ini siapa? Oh, alah, Pak Kata. Hidupin semua kocak. Bilangnya.
Burst forth.
ini toh. Fuck.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Verdict is...
Moncrot.
Take flight!
Come into being!
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Burst forth!
Walah.
My apologies!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay?
Dah.
Look! Cecilia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. Cryo Incarnate! Unleash! Manifest!
Take flight!
Beg for mercy!
The odds are against us. Whirling snow! Yeah! My apologies.
Come into being!
Crush!
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So high. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently.
Aduh, goblok. Pencet sialan.
Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Ada harta karun. support kalian.
Snow. My apologies. Obey.
Feel this ancient power. Verdictors. Burst forth.
Whirling snow. Do your master's bidding. I condemn you. My apologies.
Live.
Manifest. Unleash. Obey.
Susahnya, Cok.
Whirling snow. Embrace the ice.
Moment of birth. Burst forth. Burn.
Take flight. Beg for mercy.
A miscalculation.
Unleash. Obey. My apologies.
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
Enak.
More.
Is this it? Is this the... It's so huge! That's true.
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stone. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true...
Wow, Shen.
Only because my mask... I don't care for her stories most of the time.
Hold on a sec. If we activate it here, but if we...
Don't worry. I can handle...
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite... My safety.
That's right. You gotta be extra
Is it? I'll go on ahead with...
How is Shenhua able to carry the huge rock all by herself?
Wow.
Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the
only it could cleanse the corrupt souls of this world.
Just when will work resume?
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those Adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give...
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the sunset.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here.
Shenhua and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No what? But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper. It...
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the...
In truth, it is if everything goes according to plan, we will use this as a side note. Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the Now, please excuse me.
Shenhua, just now...
Oh.
What kind of reaction is that? Whenever Paimon...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and...
Yeah, 'cause...
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot...
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right?
No need. I simply need to find my...
You can't do that. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you...
Okay.
Great! Now we're
Wow.
Hi there! Checking in, are we? Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. So, business is booming for me today. Very few
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. Here are your keys.
Shenhua, you should go get some rest. What? Paimon's gonna go see if... Let's buy one for Shenhua too!
All right. I will head. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. Mm-hmm.
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? Let's go and...
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far so good, yeah! So, you know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti...
Cool! So, calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind.
Her Adeptus name.
Don't all.
On this latter point, you are correct.
Oh, right. Wait, what? Paimon neither. This is a real surprise.
Do you mean to say that she present?
Well, to start with, her.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remain. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held.
That sounds.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by.
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival.
That's still so dangerous, though.
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. Indeed. However, Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours.
Oh, now Paimon gets it.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is. If she handles it let us conclude our.
So, Shenhe.
Waduh, nanggung cok. Fuck.
Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves.
This first time I see you in. Sedikit lagi cuy. Fuck, susah ya. Susah bener dah. Dapetin cok. Asli. Yes. I fucking did it finally.
We'll need more where that came from.
Take flight! Kamisato art! Sometsu! Yeah! Unthinkable!
Time for retribution! Ha!
My apologies!
I suppose this will do.
Fight! Whirling snow!
Kurang dikit anjing. Wow.
Furnitus? Burst forth. Time for retribution.
Sialan.
I suppose this will do.
Langsung aja lah. Yunjin. Tai kambing.
Guess we can rock. You can't run from death.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
Hey, so Shenhua.
Master has relayed my situation to you.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait, and I was worried that something on top of this. After all, it's okay. The fault is mine. For this.
To be fair, anyway.
Got it.
Great! But after all. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Yunjin. BTW gue dapet Yunjin, guys.
Let's get this show on the road.
My waistband has been feeling a little snug these last couple of days. Methinks I perchance have overindulged. Yes, I shall spare myself the hair and makeup routine today, and happily idle my time away. Oof. My waistband has been feeling a little snug these last couple of days. Methinks I perchance have overindulged.
Let's investigate this further.
Look! The jade chamber! But it seems to be tied down.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey!
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into two before we find some suitable plot. Once the plastrite, the remainder of the
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new material.
One moment. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow.
Beto? You're...
Sure am.
Huh.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, but...
Shenhe. I am there.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, A maid of a crewmate is... Miss Yoon is also here for the...
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much to be honest with you all. Wow. Excuse me for...
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang.
In that case, Lady Ningguang said that the first three instead of competing... Sounds great.
The Plostrite was the most difficult. How'd I do?
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these one... From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmonger.
Wonderful. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, by the way, I'm looking for a venue to Ooh, what's... The opera is It's called...
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry, my brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like myself. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
No? We were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subros, I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of the stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for...
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the store... I hear the view there is quite... Perhaps it can give...
The soil is moist, ideal for collecting the roots of bloom blossoms. No, please. Allow me to handle this.
I came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks. No wonder the legend of the Divine Damsel of Devastation is... The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera. What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl. Cool. I hear... The legend first arose in this area. In that village, there was a loving... The wife was out. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers... What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village, just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster... No! Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished.
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is.
I've never considered that. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire...
I think it's a...
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Sabrosium. I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there? Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were... Huh. He didn't... Hello, sir. We were... Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin...
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're... I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Sabrosium. This place is deserted.
Huh? Thank you, kind sir. Well, don't worry. Mingjin has no ill in... Okay, then let's...
burst forth.
Huh. What's this? So, now that I think about it, so that's why I've been getting this, according to this text, and she didn't volunteer. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Oh. So it seems that his obsessive yearning still.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Rosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it. So basically, we need to... Let's go back and tell...
One year when I was back I was a very close friend. I bring flowers back.
Apologize for what? There is nothing he wouldn't have.
Do you still?
I don't know what I feel. So if you ask me.
It must have been so tough.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. I'll tell you more about the old...
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look. This tells us...
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to... Just now, in the village.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character...
It's okay.
But,
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can... So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the... But I've never thought this way before.
Don't worry. I believe... In fact, I think...
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut! We can't let someone else...